Hey everyone, I'm your host, Micah Hill, back with another episode of Eagle Interview. Today I have Taylor Garretson, our Mississippi Miss Hospitality 2025. Hey Taylor, how are you doing today?
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for accepting to be here. We're so happy to have you on the show. So starting off, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at the University of Southern Mississippi.
Well, I'm a senior digital journalism major, and I graduate this coming May. I transferred from Jones College, so this is my second year at Southern Miss, and I'm a Dixie Darling here, which I absolutely love doing. And I do some social media work on the side, some writing on the side, and also dance team coaching on the side. I have a pretty busy schedule. I'm involved in a lot of things, but I'm really happy to hold this crown and this title, and I'm just so excited for what's to come.
I love that. Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about your background as a digital journalism major here at the University of Southern Mississippi.
So like I said, I started off at Jones College majoring in journalism. And there I was involved on the broadcast team, the yearbook staff. I did a lot of broadcast work, kind of how SMTV does, and I absolutely loved it. And so I decided to further my education to Southern Miss, to the top, where I'm majoring in digital journalism because I didn't want to limit myself to just broadcast. I love broadcast, but I love to write and I love to speak and I love to do all of the things that are involved in journalism, so I decided to major in that.
I love that so much. And so now that you're our Mississippi's Miss Hospitality, tell us a little bit about that. What was your journey like? What was the preparation to get you the crown?
It didn't just start this past year. It actually started about 3 years ago. I competed for the title as Leaksville's Miss Hospitality of 2023, and I placed in the top 10, and that was what I went home with that year. And then I decided, which the Miss Hospitality program, you have to wait a year in between if you want to compete again. So I waited a year, and then I came back as Greene County's Miss Hospitality, which is where I have the crown today. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty surreal. I'm the first returning contestant to ever win the title, and so I'm so thankful. It's been 3 years of work, 3 years of making connections, 3 years of networking, 3 years of just learning all the things about Mississippi and loving Mississippi to my fullest potential.
Speaking of connections and speaking of opportunities, tell us about the opportunities that you've had on campus. What are some things that you've been able to do as our Miss Hospitality, and what are some things you plan on continuing to do?
Well, so far I've had the opportunity to go to do a lot of things. Well, this interview currently, I've been contacted by so many people here on campus asking about how Southern Miss has impacted my journey as Miss Hospitality, and I absolutely love to share that. I absolutely love to talk about how great Southern Miss has been to me, and the entire faculty here has been so supportive ever since I gained this title, and it just makes it even better that Southern Miss is one of our sponsors for the Miss Hospitality program. So it's so exciting, and I just absolutely love it, and I have a lot of great things coming up next week. I'm going to the Governor's Conference in Jackson, and I will spend 3 days up there for the Governor's Conference on tourism, because as Mississippi's Miss Hospitality, I'm the ambassador for economic development and tourism in the state, so I spend a lot of time promoting the state and who we are.
So what are your plans for after graduation? What are you planning on doing after this, after passing on the Miss Hospitality title?
That is such a good question, because I'm asked that all the time, especially since I'm about to graduate. I should probably get it together.
No.
But I honestly have no idea. I've done an internship with my hometown's newspaper, the Greene County Herald, and I love that. I'm currently working as the social media content creator for Southern Bone and Joint, and I'm also a high school dance team choreographer. So
You're doing so much.
Yes, I wear a lot of hats, and I have so many passions and so many interests, and so it's just kind of figuring out what I want to do the most. And so it's going to take a lot of deciding, a lot of putting in applications everywhere, just meeting people, getting to know people that work in the fields that I'm interested in. And I just really hope to continue working in maybe journalism and also dance team coaching, because I just can't give up dance ever.
Right, I understand that. And were there any challenges that you experienced while taking on the crown?
Currently, or whenever I was competing?
When you're competing currently, whichever one.
So one of the biggest challenges when competing is, of course, it's stressful. It's a lot. You take on a lot at one time, and you can have a lot of anxiety. It can be very stressful, like I said. The competition process involves 5 interviews, a total of 5 interviews. So you spend a lot of time preparing for an interview, but we also have a speech competition, a speech portion of the competition, and a commercial portion, and an evening gown portion. So I spend a lot of time prepping for interview, speech, commercial, doing a lot of things that require studying and learning things about myself, because while it is a pageant, they want a representative who can represent them in the best way possible, who can speak to anyone from a young child to the governor of Mississippi, who can carry the crown with grace. And so you spend a lot of time learning things about Mississippi, and I did spend a lot of time learning all the things about Mississippi, but also things about myself. And I hate to sound a little cliche, but I think it really helped me find myself in the best way possible.
I love that. What are some ways that you've been able to grow? I know that you said that you've had to know a lot about Mississippi, but has this helped any skills that you wanted to, improve on or work through? Has this title helped you with those things?
I feel like I've always been pretty good in public speaking, but it really helped me define my skills in public speaking. It really helped me be my best in public speaking, because we do a lot of speaking on stage, speaking in front of crowds, doing speaking interviews like this. And so I used to get a lot of anxiety whenever I would speak. And of course everybody gets nervous whenever they speak in front of people. That's just humans. But I feel like now I can be more relaxed in who I am, be more confident that whatever comes out of my mouth, it's going to be me. It's going to be 100% me. It's going to be 100% Taylor, and it's going to be 100% Mississippi.
And I feel like you're doing an amazing job as
Thank
our
you.
Mississippi Hospitality.
Thank you.
So we have lots of people who may be interested in taking on the title, especially little girls who are looking up to you. What's some advice that you have for them if this is something that they want to pursue?
Some advice that I would give them is you never know until you start. You never know how something is going to go until you get started. And I would say just get started right now, whether it be in your high school pageant, just getting up on a stage. It means so much, and it makes such a difference in the lives of so many. But also get involved in Miss Hospitality when you are of age. It starts at 18 years old. As soon as you graduate high school, you are eligible to compete in this competition, and I encourage it. I've encountered so many people my age ever since I've won the title, and I'm like, you should compete for Miss Hospitality. You know what? You should compete for Miss Hospitality, Micah.
That's nice.
And I just think, I don't know, I just feel like it makes such a difference in so many lives. There's so many girls that competed this year that have never done a pageant before, and you could have never been able to tell. They were amazing. They were amazing on stage. They were amazing in their interview. They were amazing in their speech. And you just become so much more polished. It just makes you such a better person.
And thank you, Golden Eagles, for joining us for another segment of Eagle Interview. I'm your host, Micah Hill, signing off.